I'm the school nurse for the Dougherty County School System, and today we're going to show you a video on asthma education.
And you know, there's a chance if you don't have asthma, you know someone who does. As part of a partnership with the Dougherty County School System, the Georgia Asthma Coalition, and our PV school nurses, we're coming to you today to bring the education home to you, our parents, to you, our teachers, to you, the people who may be our students who have asthma, so that you know more about asthma, but that we know more about working together to help, and we can help all of us breathe better together.
Welcome to Harvey Elementary School. We're located here in Albany, Georgia. And being in Southwest Georgia, knowing that line, we know that asthma is very prevalent. It's an epidemic actually among our students, and we know the importance of being educated to be able to deal with students with asthma. So we hope that you enjoy this video, and we hope that you learn from our presentation. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Francesca Lopez, a public health professional and a certified asthma educator. Today's videos will help to remind some and introduce the others the very seriousness of asthma. For instance, did you know that 1 in 10 youth between the ages of 1 and 17 in Georgia have asthma? And in some communities, such as African American communities, that number can be as high as 2 in 10. So take a moment, look around. This means you or your classmates may have asthma.
Okay, class, today we're going to be comparing decimal numbers. We have 5 and 300.
Yo, your perfume is strong.
Hey, what's going on over there?
She spread a lot of perfume, so after PE she want to be sweaty.
Okay, why did you do that, Miss Loud?
It's my favorite scent.
Okay, well, Arnell, are you okay?
No, I need my inhaler.
I get it. Oh, okay. Well, is your mom here, Arnell?
No, she had to pick my little brother up.
Okay, well, let me call for her.
It's empty.
Oh. Hi, Miss Dow. Can you please send Nurse Davis to room 41? This is Miss Vaughn. Thank you.
Miss Vaughn, what's wrong?
Well, I was teaching a lesson and a student sprayed some perfume and his inhaler was empty, and now I think he's having an asthma attack.
Oh, okay. I'll take care of him. He's going to need a nebulizer treatment. I'll
Okay.
take him to the clinic. Has his mother been called?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
What happened? Another student sprayed some perfume.
What?
Yeah, that kind of triggered his asthma.
Where's your inhaler?
It's in my pocket.
Okay, why did you use it?
It was empty.
He's okay now.
I put a new one in your book bag. What happened? And who sprays perfume at school? That's so crazy. Who do that?
Yeah, well, we've talked about it. You're right. It's that
God.
perfume and strong
Is he
scents.
okay?
He's fine. He's had a nebulizer treatment already, and so he's fine now. Aren't you feeling better?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so thank you so much for bringing the new inhaler.
Okay.
And we're going to talk to the class about how strong scents can sometimes trigger asthma attacks.
Yes.
And that class won't spray it ever again.
Okay.
All right.
To maintain an asthma-friendly school climate, avoid scents and fragrances from perfumes, body sprays, scented lotions, scented hand sanitizers, scented cleaning products, plug-ins, aerosol sprays. You get the idea. Though they may smell good to some, they can trigger a deadly reaction in someone with asthma. Students with asthma need to have their asthma rescue medications at school near them and easy to access at all times. Every minute counts when someone cannot breathe. Make sure that inhalers are current and have medication in them. This can be determined by checking the counter on the back of the inhaler. Each time an inhaler is used, the counter will be dialed back numerically until the inhaler is empty. Happy breathing!
All right, class. So today we're going to finish talking about declare independence when the colonists wanted to get their independence from Great Britain. And we're going to talk about the things that led up to it. What's that smell?
Yes.
And we're also going to talk about, are you okay?
Are you okay? Morning.
Nurse, I need you in room 36 for an asthma attack. Thank you.
Okay, Miss Gilbert, what happened?
Well, I smelled something and then I started spraying the Lysol. His eyes started watering and he started wheezing and coughing.
Deep breath. Okay, well, I'm glad you noticed the symptoms because that's important. You know who your asthmatics are. That's good. Aerosol is a trigger for asthma, so we have to be real careful not to spray those. Does he have an inhaler?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, he's already used it.
He's already, yes.
Okay, it doesn't seem to be working. Probably want to go ahead and call his parents and call Dr. Davis up here too. Take some deep breaths for me. I'm going to put this on your finger, okay?
Dr. Davis, I could you go 36, please, for an asthma attack. Thank you.
What happened? What's wrong? What happened?
All right, Mr. Davis, I think we need to go ahead and call EMS just based on the severity. I think he may need to be transported.
His parents on the way. Can they take him?
Probably not. We don't want to really wait on that. I'm going to do a nebulizer treatment. I think that'll help, but just in case, I'd rather have EMS on the way. Deep breath in. Doing great. Just keep breathing.
Hey, sweetie, are you okay? What happened?
Well, it happened right after I sprayed the Lysol. He started wheezing and coughing, and I didn't realize that aerosol cans can trigger an asthma attack. I'm sorry.
It was definitely a learning experience, but we're going to make sure that doesn't happen in the future.
Are you okay, man?
He's doing a little better, Mom, but I think we need to let EMS take him.
Okay, have you all called him?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling me.
Hey, what happened?
Hi, sweetie. My name's Summer. Can you tell me what your name is?
Mom, we're
Yes,
so
sir.
sorry. I'm sure this never happened again, and our school will be 100% asthma free from now on.
All right, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you.
Feel better.
Again, it is important to remember that aerosol spray should never be sprayed in an asthma-friendly school setting. Doing so could be dangerous to asthmatics in the school. Miss Gilbert should have never sprayed the Lysol, but we have to give her credit for being able to identify her student with asthma, for recognizing the symptoms of respiratory distress, and immediately getting the nurse. If the nurse had not been there, she would have used the emergency guidelines issued by her school to notify the administration that a respiratory emergency was occurring. There should never be hesitation about whether to call 911 in a situation involving respiratory distress where seconds count. Kudos to Dr. Davis for listening to Nurse Hope's advice and reacting immediately to get help. Second guessing could have proved costly for this student. Also, Dr. Davis did a great job in assuring the parent that Lysol would not be sprayed again in his school. Taking steps to educate everyone is vital to a healthy school climate.
Count to 50. Ready? Begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
John, hang for a minute. Linda Lee, looks like you're having a problem breathing. You okay? Do you have your rescue inhaler with you? No? Do you have one at home? Okay. I'm gonna have someone walk you to the nurse. Kalasia, can you walk her to the nurse? Okay. When you go to the nurse, tell her that she's in PE and had difficulty breathing, have her to call mom. Have the nurse call her mom to bring her inhaler, okay?
What's the matter, Elise? So where were you guys?
At PE.
How long she been like this?
I'm not sure. Did they go well?
Okay. Just want you to calm down for me. Just try to take some deep breaths, okay? And call your mom.
Hi. What's wrong, Mommy? Can you bring your inhaler? Why didn't you have it? Do it. You still need it? You need to keep this with you at all times and not forget it. Okay?
Is that the only one you have at home, Mom?
No, she could keep this one at the school. I have more at home. I have another one at home. She's supposed to have one in her bag.
Okay. Are you feeling better? Make sure you have that on you in case you need it again, okay? But your asthma plan said you need to take 2 puffs before you go to PE, okay? And then take 2 more puffs as you need it. So remember that, okay? Before the PE again, what are you supposed to do?
Take 2 puffs.
Good job. Okay, sweetie.
Great job, Coach Taylor, for remembering that an asthmatic student should never be sent to the nurse alone. Teachers should always go with them to the nurse or office, or send a responsible student with them. Again, it is important to know which students have asthma. Exercise-induced asthma is very common, and we can expect exercise to trigger asthma symptoms. This is why students identified as being asthmatic should keep rescue inhalers with them during PE class or either kept with the coaches. Age and maturity of the child, as well as the school structure, should determine how inhalers are stored during PE class. At any rate, coaches should know which kids have asthma and remind them and their parents to send inhalers for use during PE. Coaches should question and discuss with parents whether a student with asthma should be allowed to participate in PE or after-school sports programs if he or she does not have their inhaler available. To question it later could prove deadly.
Bryce, what's wrong? Are you okay? Where are you going to the nurse? Come on, let's go.
Hey, Bryce. What's going on, fella? You having trouble with your asthma today? Okay, have a seat right there for me, okay? Where's your inhaler? You got your inhaler with you? Okay, let's see. You already taken your inhaler? Oh, okay. Uh-oh, Bryce, this right here, baby, this is your maintenance inhaler, okay? This is what you use daily, okay? You don't have do you have your emergency inhaler with you? You don't have it with you today? Okay. All righty. Let me check you out real quick, okay? Let's see. You know, I'm gonna put this on your finger, okay? Here we go, baby. All right, I'm gonna let that sit right there, okay? I'm just gonna listen to you, okay? What were you doing when your asthma started bothering you, when your symptoms started?
I used it outside.
Okay, so
but I was playing with my friends.
Playing, okay, all right. Nurse Wright's just gonna listen to you, okay? Take a deep breath for me. Okay, all righty. Come on, listen right here, okay? we have some albuterol for breathing treatment, okay? We'll start that up, okay?
Quick.
Hey!
Hi, nurse. How you doing?
I'm Nurse
What's going on?
Listen, Bryce was he was outside playing, and he started having trouble with his asthma. And we've done a breathing treatment, Mom. He's doing much better. Okay, you were smart. You brought one at the beginning of the school year, so we used it. He's doing much better. He sounds good now, so we are good. But he had this inhaler with him, and he took this when he started having the symptoms. This is not the inhaler he takes for sudden onset of symptoms. This is a maintenance inhaler. This is what he takes daily. So this one needs to be taken at home. You know, he takes this every day, whether he has symptoms or not. He needs a rescue inhaler at school. A rescue inhaler is what you take when your symptoms flare up, if he's at PE, he gets hot, something triggers his symptoms. That's when he needs his fast-acting inhaler, which is rescue inhaler. Does he have one at home?
Well, at first I didn't know he didn't have the right inhaler.
Oh, okay.
I'm so sorry about that.
No, listen, that's fine. It happens all the time.
But
It happens all the time.
and that's okay. But Miss Johnny is in Miss Griffin's class. He's our neighbor. We always use his at home. I don't think his mother would care.
I think that's a good idea.
Well, now, but the thing is, you can't use somebody else's medicine. You have to use the inhaler, the medication that's prescribed to you, because everybody's different. So medication is prescribed to meet the individual needs and the severity of the disease. So you really can't share medicine. That's what's real important, that he has his own inhaler, and then we can keep one at school, so that if he has any issues, we can keep that rescue inhaler. And we'll be glad to work with him. And also you can bring albuterol like you did at the beginning of the school year, because we do have a nebulizer.
But we always use it at home. We always, every time he runs out with the one at home, but I can't find my other one. I can't find his other one. And we always use the other one at home with his neighbor. Anytime he runs out, we go to Johnny and use Johnny's.
Well, it's just, you just want to make sure that you use the medication that's prescribed to you, because you don't want to share medications, because we don't know that Johnny has the same type or the same severity of disease, asthma, that Bryce has, okay? And his body is different than Bryce, so we want to make sure that you use medication that is prescribed to you, okay, the individual. But he's doing much better. He's been a real trooper. I'm gonna listen to him one more time, but he's doing great. I appreciate y'all coming up here.
No, thank you for getting in
your
touch
great
with us.
response this morning. I'm gonna give this back to you,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
you can keep this at home, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And y'all are great to be giving that to him at home. That certainly controls symptoms and keeps that asthma under control.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll be sure to try to get him the right one this
Yes,
time.
ma'am. Well, thank you.
As soon as he gets home.
Great. Thank y'all for being here
Thank
today.
School policy accommodates the needs of asthmatics by allowing them to carry their rescue inhalers on their person at all times. Nurses are available to check inhalers to ensure they are rescue inhalers and not daily maintenance asthma medications. Parents of identified asthmatics should be reminded and encouraged to send current rescue inhalers to school. Older and responsible students should be reminded to keep the rescue inhalers on their person at all times. And younger students should know where their inhalers are kept throughout the school day. Teachers of these students should also know where emergency inhalers are kept and be proactive in ensuring that they are available for emergency use.
Hey, good morning. This is John Ramsey. I'm a registered nurse, asthma educator, and also the founder and president of the Georgia Asthma Coalition. I'm here to talk to you today a little bit more in depth about asthma and the medications associated with treating this disease. First of all, there should be 2 medications that your doctor should talk to you about and put you on if you have a diagnosis of asthma. One is a rescue inhaler. I'm holding up just one of many of them. Some of them are blue, some are red, some are yellow, some are actually white, as demonstrated here. These are rescue inhalers. When that child or you feel that tightness in your chest, you start coughing, which is the #1 sign of asthma, is coughing, or you feel the tightness, you feel the cough, you feel that squeeze, this is asthma. Talk to your doctor about this. One more thing I wanted to talk to you this morning about is using a spacer. Also, ask your doctor about using a spacer both with your rescuing medicine and also with your controlling medicine if it's in a MDI form, meter dose inhaler form. Because this simple device gives you much better lung deposition. In other words, more medicine goes in the lungs by using this little 4-inch device than using it directly in your mouth. So talk to your doctor about not only your rescue inhaler, your controller inhaler, but also a spacer to go along with it. Most insurances does cover this. Thank you.